Kevin Brown, everybody!
Thanks, I love me too. Speaking of which, I'm a little bit confused these days. I grew up with touch-tone phones and not Twitter, so there's some really mixed messages being sent by this Pound Me Too movement. I mean, dating is really weird these days. There's this whole Netflix and chill thing, and I'm only really familiar with Pornhub and Cry. Pound me only. No, I did okay on those dating apps. I matched with twins. I believe that's known as a double on Tinder. I had this one app that was fantastic. I'd get people back to my house every single time, and I'd make my move. And now I'm banned from Grubhub. I did okay dating. I dated a bi girl. Bipolar. I'm colorblind when it comes to dating. I can't see red flags. Apparently. Yeah, I do okay. I just tell girls that I'm a hedge funder, and they seem to like pro bono landscapers. Yeah, I'm married now. I actually met my wife online dating 3 years after we got married. Both had some splaining to do. My wife's great. She's very much the optimist. The first night together, she handed me one of those extra large Magnum condoms, and I was like, all right, I made her a balloon animal. It was ludicrous. Now, our first date was interesting too, because I had heard that turkey makes you tired, so I slipped a few slices into her drink at a bar. She got all choked up. And I used my best line ever. I was like, hey, I just took a bunch of roofies and I don't want them to go to waste. And when I woke up, we were married with 2 kids. So here I am. So I'm not really going to the bars much anymore in my house. It's now a like strict 2 beer maximum because my son is 6. He's still a lightweight. You know, for my part, I can't drink like I used to in college because then I'd put him down for a nap and Sharpie a dick on his forehead. That's what you do in college, remember? Yeah, my wife is great. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm white, like super white. I'm half Swiss and half Irish. So I get really drunk and don't fight anybody. But that's like overpoweringly white. Like my wife is Asian and yet we have white kids. My daughter's a ginger. So she goes out with the kids and people are like, oh, it's the nanny. She doesn't like that at all. So she now when she goes out, she puts on her makeup and her best jewelry, and everybody thinks she's some rich lady that bought a white kid. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But I live in New York now, which is nice. I was walking down the street the other day, which no joke has ever started that way. And I was approached by someone that said, "Excuse me, sir, are you a registered Democrat?" And I said, "No, I'm a registered sex offender." He said, "Oh, we have enough Republicans already, but thank you." All right, it's a blue room, thank God. And he was cool. He invited me to a black tie fundraiser. So I brought Tiger Woods. because he's both. That's a Cialis joke. You'll get it sometime in the next 36 hours. Don't worry about it. All right, that is my time, everybody. My name is Ammon Brown. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
All right, give it up for Ammon.